Barry battle number 3 coming up. Now, I believe the last time I fought him, that was all the way back on Route 203, so it's been a while since I last fought Barry. Although, if I was playing Diamond and Pearl, I actually would have fought him in Heart Home City instead. But to be honest, I didn't like that battle too much since his levels weren't all that impressive and he still had a Starly at that point in the game. Don't know why he didn't evolve it. Doesn't make sense. Okay, well, at least he evolves his Starly in this battle, that's for sure. Okay, I see that Starapia has Reckless for its ability and not Intimidate. That's strange because I could have sworn Reckless debuted in Generation 5, not Generation 4. Well, okay, it is what it is. Okay, next up is Snorlax. I'll go with Torterra for this one, so that way I could use my strongest move, that being Earthquake. So hopefully Snorlax goes down in one hit. Even though its physical defense isn't as impressive as its special defense, there's still a matter of Snorlax having a lot of HP, so who knows. Maybe it might survive this Earthquake. And if it does, then I don't know what this thing could possibly go for. It can go for just about anything. Oh wow, it survives with a little bit of HP. Okay, and it goes for Amnesia. Okay, that's not going to do anything. Let me guess. Leftovers? Yep, I figured as much. Almost all the time, Snorlax is holding that item. Okay, I'm just going to finish it off with Crunch. Okay, after Snorlax, who's next? Heracross? Okay, I'll go back to Honchkrow for this one, so that way I can target Heracross's quad weakness to flying. I take it this thing has some good type coverage, so just in case, I better take this thing down quickly. If not, I don't know what this thing could possibly go for. It can go for just about anything. Oh, what? A Cobra Berry? Okay, hopefully Jolpack still one-shots it. Please? Alright, there we go. Quad weakness means quad weakness. No exceptions. Okay, last up is Monferno. I have the choice of staying with Honchkrow or going with Torterra. I'll stay with Honchkrow because why not? Let me guess, you're gonna open up with Fake Out, right? Yep, I figured as much. Get used to seeing that because every time you fight this thing, even when it's fully evolved, 99% of the time, it's gonna go with Fake Out first. Yeah, I know Fake Out is annoying, but just be grateful it's over now. Okay, Monferno's defenses aren't all that good, so it's only fitting that Jolpack one-shots it. So overall, this battle wasn't all that difficult. Even though Snorlax did survive my Earthquake, it could have had the potential to do something to me, but it chose not to do anything. Okay, I believe he's now going to talk to me about that strategy that he told me about back in Eternal City, which I'm still not going to do. Okay, I believe at this point in the game, I'm going to be introduced to some new content that's exclusive to this game only, which will begin right about now. Okay, this person comes in yelling for help, so what's going on is Team Galactic has invaded the Pokemon Mansion that's on Route 212, and the reason for that is because they want some money from there. Okay, I don't know if it's ever specified as to what they want the money for. One possible reason could be maybe Cyrus wants the money so that way he could build some sort of machinery or something. But if that's the case, then why does he have to have his honoredlings invade the Pokemon Mansion? That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I mean, isn't Team Galactic supposed to be rich or something? Okay, I'm gonna go to Route 212 in just a minute, just as soon as I take a look around Route 209. I can't go very far right now because this police officer here is going to stop me from going further. I can only go further into this route once I've taken care of the events at the Pokemon Mansion. I'm only here because there are 2 items for me to grab here, so I'm just going to grab those items and then I'll go over to Route 212. Okay, this guy is going to give me the Good Rod. I don't think I'm going to use the Good Rod right now. Maybe I'll use it in the post-game to fish up some Pokemon. Okay, and I take it this guy is going to give me the same advice that the other fisherman gave me back in Jubilife City when that one fisherman gave me the old rod. No, I don't need any explanations, but he's going to tell me anyway. Okay, I'm pretty sure I see this already, so I'm going to move on. Okay, and that other item I'm going to get is in the uppermost area of this route, just as soon as I'm done fighting this wild Pokemon. Oh yes, I believe you can find Vulpix in this route, and 50% of the time they have Drought for their ability. Yeah, I know a lot of you out there love Drought Ninetales, so if you want to use Drought Ninetales, then this is the route to capture Vulpix. Although, if I planned my team a little bit differently, maybe I would have considered using Drought Ninetales on my team, just like how I used Ninetales back in Emerald 386. I'm not really sure if Ninetales is still pure fire in this game. I may have to look up on the forums to see if Ninetales' typing is different, because some tells me maybe it's fire fairy in this game. Well, if it does have that type, then maybe I still would have considered using it. Okay, now I'm going to make my way to Route 212. I'll be honest, I don't like the current content that's going on right now. I'm not really sure why. If anything, I like the content that I saw in Pokemon Sacred Gold and Storm Silver. Okay, this Galactic Grunt, he is going to fight you, but you have to talk to him, so that way he'll want to fight you. Okay, so it looks like it's the other way around this time. Okay, so it looks like I have to take the fight to Team Galactic. Okay, so the content I'm talking about in Sacred Gold and Storm Silver, it's after you get your 5th gym badge. Okay, if I ever decide to do Sacred Gold or Storm Silver, you'll see what I mean. But for this content here, yeah, I don't really like it too much. But I have to do it so that way I could move on with the game. Okay, so at this point, I'm just going to be fighting a whole bunch of Galactic Grunts until I make it to the Pokemon Mansion. I don't know if I'm going to go inside the mansion in this video. Maybe I'll go in there in the next video. It all depends on how much I do with the remaining time I have left. Okay, so since fighting these grunts is going to take some time, I'm just going to talk about the Uber list that I saw on Smogon that involves the Generation 9 Pokemon. Why? Well, it's because one too many Generation 9 Pokemon names have been shoved in my face, so I figured I might as well talk about some of them. Okay, I think the last time I talked about Smogon's Uber list was all the way back in Pokemon Fire Red. Okay, for one thing, it's pretty obvious as to why certain Pokemon are on the Uber list, Generation 9 Pokemon I should say. Yeah, I should be a little bit more specific. Koraidon and Miraidon. Well, no surprise since box legendaries are usually Uber, so yeah, I'm not surprised at the least that Koraidon and Miraidon are on this list. But as for Pokemon like, say, Chi-Yu and Qianpao, their abilities lower the defense and special defense of opposing Pokemon respectively, so yeah, I'm not surprised that those two Pokemon are on the Uber list. In my opinion, defense is a very important asset when it comes to battling, so yeah, I can see why those two Pokemon are on the Uber list. Currently, I am using Qianpao on my post-game team in Pokemon Scarlet version, and it's kicking a lot of ass for me. Okay, this person is saying that there is a garden at the back of the Pokemon Mansion. We mostly get roast bug Pokemon? That's strange. The grunts never usually complain about the Pokemon they're being given. Well, I think I did mention that back at the Valley Windworks, but I'm only mentioning it again since that person seemed very reluctant to have a Cricket Tune on her team. Okay, so back to the Uber list for a second. Yeah, I am using Qianpao on my post-game team in Scarlet version, and it is kicking a lot of ass for me. Although I had to change its Terra type to something different since, yeah, I don't want it to take a possible fighting type move to the face since it has a quad weakness to fighting. As a matter of fact, I had a lot of fighting weaknesses on my post-game team, so I had to do something about that. But eventually, I managed to change the Terra types of the majority of my post-game members. Wasn't easy, I can tell you that much. Okay, as for something else like, say, Espatra, okay, I'm seeing a speed boost as its ability. And one of the moves it can learn is Calm Mind. Okay, so getting a speed boost and raising your special attack and special defense, then unleashing it at your opponent using sword power, yeah, that is pretty broken. So, okay, I see why Espathra is on the Uber list. Okay, yeah, this person doesn't seem too sad that she lost, especially since she was pretty happy giving me some money. To be honest, I don't think the money was all that much. Although, if I equipped the amulet coin on one of my Pokemon, then the money would have been a lot more. But to be honest, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I believe there is an item pass here. There would have been a cut tree in that area I was just at if I was playing the original games, but not in this game. It's been taken out. Okay, now before I go to the area where the mansion is, I'm going to go down here to see what's here. Okay, I believe those two reporters are the same two that I saw who were blocking the pathway to Route 212 when I first stepped foot into Home City. Okay, but now they're blocking the stairway to the bottommost area of Route 212, which will eventually take me to Pastorius City. Obviously, I can't go to Pastorius City quite yet since this game has been made so that way I have to take on the gyms in order. Okay, I don't think these people have anything interesting to say. Okay, looks like that idol is doing some sort of musical. Could you clear the way? What are you talking about? I'm not in your way. Okay, what about you? But if the equipment breaks, I'm the most important person here. Never underestimate us engineers. Okay, I didn't think engineers could fix cameras, but whatever. Okay, before I fight those two grunts, I'm going to grab this hidden Ultra Ball that's in the bush there. Okay, here is the sign. Okay, these two grunts. A while back, I said no to having Torterra learn Seed Bomb because I wanted to keep Razor Leaf. And the reason why is because of these two grunts. Okay, so what happened was, my team back then was Torterra and Togepi, and yeah, back then, I did get rid of Razor Leaf for Seed Bomb, and yeah, I kind of regret doing that. And the reason why is because, well, I guess these two Pokemon, Ludotone and Solrock, were overpowering me with their moves. I don't quite recall what they have. Well, yeah, eventually I think one of them actually killed my Togepi, and that was not good for me. Since Togepi needs max happiness to evolve, and obviously, if your Pokemon faints, they lose happiness points. So yeah, that's why I opted to stick with Razor Leaf and say no to Seed Bomb, so that way I could prevent what happened last time from happening again. Okay, I don't know if those two had any Rock-type attacks on them, but if so, then it's a good call for me to stick with Razor Leaf, so that way I could take them down in one hit potentially. Okay, well, I'm doing a lot of damage to them, so yeah, I am taking them down in one hit. Okay, as for Cyclizar, okay, so Shed Tail, so that way you could create a substitute and then switch out and then have Regenerator heal you up. Yeah, that is a pretty good combo as well. Okay, if I decide to pick up Scarlet version again, maybe I'll consider using certain Pokemon. But to be honest, I did say that Substitute is better off being used in competitive battling, since I don't think it's any good if you use it for in-game purposes. Especially since Regenerator is one of my favorite abilities. Well, if there's the opportunity for me to use Mienshao in a certain game, then yeah, I won't hesitate to use it. Okay, now these two are going to report me to a commander that I haven't met yet, Commander Saturn. I'm actually not supposed to meet him for quite some time. Okay, well, at least I'm going to meet him very early. Okay, and here's Barry. I don't know where he was. I could have used him a few seconds ago. Okay, so now I get to go inside the mansion. Okay, I believe there's an item next to the mansion, so I'm just going to pick that up real quick. And it is the TM for Safeguard. I have a feeling that this item was different if I was playing the original games. Okay, that item I see to the left, I can only get that once I get Surf. Normally there will be trainers here, but not when Team Galactic is up and running. Okay, so this place is a little bit different now that Team Galactic is in here. Okay, so the majority of these grunts, I have to fight them so that way they'll get out of the way of these rooms. But it looks to me like I have no more time left to fight any more grunts, so looks like I'm going to save these grunts for next time. Okay, so next time, we're going to continue fighting Team Galactic and save the people inside of the Pokemon Mansion. See you all next time.